Hello everybody, it's your old friend Crunchy Frog here, and here we are at the Clash Patel base again, our free-to-play little newbie account. And here we are on the cusp of getting into Rascal's hideout. And now is the time to have our discussion, because we're getting close to the point that every free-to-play player eventually gets to. Sometimes you get there sooner than other times. But what happens is, you start facing people that are way higher level, have way higher level cards, and it's not a good thing. Now we're pretty used to facing higher level people, but when you get to the point where you feel like you just can't do it anymore, you can't advance on Trophy Road anymore, then what you do is you play the other game modes. You don't have to play Trophy Road. You can just play other game modes. We're gonna put that Goblin Barrel up there. But see, this is why we have the Inferno Tower. We're gonna save this for the wizard. Can we get a shot off? Yes, we can. Very good. But yeah, right now there's a new game mode going on right now, actually, called the double, or the, what's it called, the Evolution Mayhem. And that's a good thing, the Evolution Mayhem. Okay, is he going to bring the P.E.K.K.A. in? Yep, he is. He surely is. Let's get our Dark Goblin in there. Very good. Good game. Ah, yes. But yeah, if you find yourself getting stuck, like right over here, Evolution's Mayhem, which I'll be putting a video out on that tomorrow, showing a lot of really good decks that I've been using in Evolution's Mayhem on my other 6 accounts. I've been trying out different decks, and I've come up with some good ones, so I'll be putting a video out tomorrow about the Evolution's Mayhem, so stay tuned for that. But anyway, on this particular episode, we're going to continue playing in the Rascal's hideout. And back in the day, like I said, back in my day, back in the old times, the olden times, there wasn't a Rascal's hideout, you know. Oh, that's a dirty thing. This guy and his stinking mortar. I really didn't want to see a mortar, for crying out loud. And level 12 Dark Prince. Completely normal. Gotta make sure we keep those guards. You gotta love it, really. Honestly, the mortar. I'm so completely not into the mortar. This deck really doesn't have anything except for maybe a Mega Knight that can just sort of counter the mortar, which means I have to sit here and I have to save up my Mega Knight, or I have to do something really ridiculous like this to defend a level 13 mini P.E.K.K.A. But you see, this is what I'm talking about. And he's got a level 11 Electro Wizard. The question is, what is up with that? Let's distract that guy. Crying out loud. It's a good thing I have that level 11. Why is he trying to go for the 3 crown? That's what I don't get. What is the point of that? It's not a good strategy. Getting our Mega Knight on the board here. Here we go. Anyway, King Isaac. But as you can see, the competition has suddenly gotten just a little bit stiffer once you enter into this arena, which is why a lot of people, once they get to the end of Arena 12, they dump medals and they go back to the beginning of Arena 12 so that they can more easily win their lucky drops each day, because they want to have let's see, I think I'm just going to go for this, so they can more easily get their lucky drops and get their card levels up. It's a good idea, really, to find somewhere. I wouldn't recommend dumping medals, because that just seems sort of boring to me. But what I always did is I would just play other game modes, and I would get my lucky drops that way. Or back in the day, I would get my chests that way. You just go over and play whatever game mode is over here on this side, and you get your lucky drops just the same. And that way you don't have to mess around on Trophy Road, where you're going to be dealing with a lot of guys who've been hanging out there, leveling up their cards. And you'll be facing a lot of stuff. A lot of really rough stuff. But I'm okay with it, because I'm not really that competitive. Oh, this guy probably has the evolved Inferno Dragon, because his name is Golden. Which means I'm going to have to do some fancy stuff here, because he's probably going to have an Inferno Dragon to melt my Mega Knight. So that's what we're going to do. take a little bit of damage there, but that's okay. I'm surprised he didn't whip out his Inferno Dragon. Maybe it wasn't in hand. But now I have my Inferno Tower ready, just in case he's got some crazy stuff for me. But yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and trot a naked barrel up there. A barrel that has no clothing on. See what he does. And I think we'll go ahead and send in the Dark Goblin. And put the Mega Knight in front of him. Don't go around him, Dark Goblin. There we go. I tell you, the Dark Goblin is always the MVP. Why everybody doesn't have a Dark Goblin in their deck is beyond me. The little guy is just so clutch. He has such great range. Really excellent firepower. Okay, let's just plunk down our Inferno Tower. Just until we cycle around to some other stuff. So we can do this. Do some crazy stuff here. So maybe he's given up. Yeah, looks like he has. I'm really surprised he didn't have the Inferno Dragon. He obviously has the evolved Inferno Dragon. Unless, of course, he bought the Season Pass and he didn't have it unlocked yet. Which I can't imagine, but whatever. Good game, Nate Nader. Dem boys. Dem boys! But yeah, at some point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to decide to just play the other game modes for a while with this account. Because I have been rushing up ahead at breakneck speed. I have not been losing very many matches at all. And so I'm kind of higher up than I should be. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to start seeing some very unenjoyable matchups. Hey, I've been seeing them, but I'm used to like a level or two higher, you know. I'm used to that kind of stuff. And if you're not, then I would suggest, you know, play the other game modes. Evolution's Mayhem is a perfectly fun game mode. In fact, it's probably even funner than the regular game because you get to use 4 evolutions in your deck, and all the matchups are automatically at level 11, which means that nobody can out-level you. Here, you get out-leveled all the time. It's Trophy Road. Being out-leveled is the name of the game. Here's another guy with a golden name, which means probably has the Inferno Dragon. Would be my guess. He's got, his clan name is Dirty Hogs. So, we're going to start up our usual kind of push here. Aha. Get him, Dark Goblin. There we go. We put those little skeletons down there to distract the Inferno Tower. And that's how you take care of the Inferno Dragon when he's giving you indigestion. Now we just have to defend. He's a level higher than we are. He has the evolved Inferno Dragon in his deck, which is a pretty nasty thing to have. Aha. We're already with our Inferno Tower if need be. Get rid of those guys. Put a Goblin Barrel up. See, he doesn't play his Dark Goblin correctly. But that's one thing that you can always count on too when you get to certain points in Trophy Road. That sure, these guys may be higher level, But the reason why they're higher level and they're at the same place on Trophy Road as you are is because it took them a lot longer to get there. And so they're probably not as good at the game. And let us put an inverter tower up here. And there we go. That's another tower down, and that witch is gone. Yeah, goodbye, Dark Goblin. He knows the game's over. He's not going to bother anymore, which is it's good to see that he's at least realistic about it. Good game, buddy. But anyway, those are all the lucky drops for today. Well, this is the last lucky drop of the day, so let's see what we got going on here. And I completely screwed up my system, so and let's see if we can start late and get some good stuff going on. And no. Oh well, 2 stars is better than nothing. 1950. Let's collect this lightning chest. Ah yes, the lightning chest. This takes me back to the good old days when they used to have chests in the game. Okay, I think I want something other than those minions. Tesla's pretty good. Let's see if we can get something better than the Dark Prince. Oh, well, I think we'll settle on this. But this is good enough. Because, you know, if I keep doing it, they're going to give me, like, Minion Horde or something really terrible. So as soon as I get something that's decent, I settle on it. Don't press your luck with the lightning chests. Just be grateful for what you have. Okay. And let's see if I can upgrade anything. Like the Prince. I know I can upgrade the Prince. I'm not quite as sold on the Prince as a lot of people are, but he's not a bad card. I just very rarely ever play with him. But that might change. Let's see what else is there. There's something else. Oh yeah, here we go. A Firecracker. Look at all those Firecracker cards. She's a real pip. She's level 9 now, see? Yeah, we have the Rascals. I'd kind of like to level the Berserker up. I'd like to play with this card. It just looks very cool. Reminds me of my niece, Josie. And I guess this will be it for now. We do have some wild cards we can use. And I would like to get my Valkyrie leveled up. I think that's what I'm going to do. I do want to get my Hog Rider leveled up too, but the Valkyrie is getting closer. Definitely like using the Valkyrie. Oh, look at this. We can level up the recruits. And put this towards... Let's put it towards this little thing over here. Like I was saying, I want to use this at some point. I see people using it on YouTube, like Ken and those guys, and it looks like a really, kind of a cool little card, you know. Let's go level some stuff up here. Wow, we got these recruits looking pretty good. Let's upgrade Josie. And at some point we want to upgrade Sam too as soon as we can. Sam the Mega Knight. Let's go ahead and put some more cards towards the upbringing and feeding of little Josie. The berserker. I'm going to have to call Josie a berserker in real life and see what she says about that. Anyway, that'll be it for now. And I hope you guys had some fun. At least half as much fun as I had. And until next time, this is Country Frog saying see you later.